Martin Brundle launched a blistering critique of the stewards at the Mexican Grand Prix, emphatically stating that Max Verstappen should have been given a much heavier penalty as a proper deterrent following his opening lap maneuver. Brundle's comments highlighted widespread dissatisfaction with the consistency of enforcement, especially after Verstappen escaped sanction despite blatantly cutting corners, while Lewis Hamilton was penalized 10 seconds. Brundle's primary focus was on an incident on lap 1 when Verstappen, in a four-car race heading into turn 1, ran wide and cut a series of corners, T1, T2 and T3, by driving onto the grass. Max should have been penalized. If you put your car on the far left in a four-car abreast situation, it would have gone over the curb, Brundle said, as reported by Autosport. You could see Max really accelerating. I have to admit, it was a very skillful maneuver through the grass, but Max made absolutely no effort to take turns 1, 2 or 3. And that should have been a penalty. Brundle argued that the stewards' failure to penalize such maneuvers gave drivers a get-out-of-jail-free card to take unnecessary risks early in the race. To address this issue, Brundle suggested harsher sanctions than just the standard time penalty. I might even sanction someone who did what Max did, a drive-through penalty, as a proper deterrent to stop that kind of ridiculousness, he added. A drive-through penalty requires a driver to drive through the pit lane without stopping, resulting in a significant time loss, and is considered a harsher sanction. Brundle's criticism was further heightened by the lack of sanction against Verstappen in contrast to the 10-second penalty given to Lewis Hamilton a few laps later. Hamilton was penalized for cutting turn 4 and gaining a lasting advantage after a heated duel with Verstappen. Other drivers, including George Russell, have also expressed their frustration with drivers cutting the chicane at the Circuit de Mexico, calling it lawnmower racing and stressing that the track design in that section should be changed. With the steward inconsistency debate continuing, Brundle's comments reinforce calls for the FIA to take a tougher line against deliberate track limits infringements. What are your thoughts on Martin Brundle's comments? Do you agree that Max Verstappen should have received a harsher penalty? Let us know in the comments below. George Russell expressed his frustration with the FIA stewards' decisions during the Mexico GP, particularly regarding incidents involving Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton shared Russell's sentiments, urging his team to push for penalties against Verstappen and Leclerc. Despite this, it was Leclerc who received a 10-second penalty for leaving the track and gaining an advantage.